Sonic Speed!
Sonic Mania is an upcoming classic Sonic game that's becoming the epitome of what the classic era for Sonic was, but innovated with more new and modern designs and takes on it. Sonic fans everywhere are loving what Sonic Mania is doing and is tickling their childhood memories one way or another. But because this game does seem to invoke plenty of nostalgia, there's room to suspect whether or not the developers will call back to anything from the classic era outside of older stages, particularly with characters. Where I'm going with this, if you couldn't guess from this video's title, is whether or not Metal Sonic will appear in Sonic Mania. Next to Shadow the Hedgehog, Metal Sonic is one of, if not the most popular rival/villain in the Sonic series. His debut marks back in Sonic the Hedgehog CD for the Sega CD. Robotnik wanted to capture Little Planet, a planet said to hold mysterious gems called Time Stones that are able to control the passage of time. He captures and chains Little Planet over Never Lake in Sonic CD. He captures the Time Stones, and he's trying to turn the planet into a fortress. He anticipates Sonic's arrival, but has created a new robot that's supposedly meant to rival Sonic in terms of speed, power, agility, looks, abilities, the true definition of Sonic's equal. And of course, what came out of this is the creation of Metal Sonic. Robotnik has created various Sonic lookalike robots before, and after Metal Sonic's debut, but not one to fully capture Sonic's traits and abilities that actually manage to rival Sonic in every way possible. Sonic does away with him though, we all know this. Metal Sonic has then gone on to appear as bosses in future Sonic games, and as a playable character in games like Sonic Triple Trouble, Knuckles Chaotix, Sonic the Fighters, Sonic R, mostly spin-off titles here. But he did make a cameo in Sonic Adventure in a cutscene for Amy's story, and he is playable in the multiplayer mode for Sonic Adventure 2. In Sonic Adventure DX, however, upon completing the game and obtaining all the emblems, he can be played through Sonic stages and has the same properties as Sonic's controls, but with different sound effects and visuals. Even though Metal Sonic appeared in games like Adventure, Adventure 2, R, The Fighters, and others, his appearances didn't necessarily leave a major impact on those games' stories or characters, until Sonic Heroes, where he served as the game's main antagonist and underwent various transformations from Neo Metal Sonic to Metal Madness, Metal Overlord, and a climactic battle with Team Sonic. He then started appearing in the Sonic Rival series, Sonic Free Riders, and was a main rival in Sonic Generations, where the same battle in Sonic CD almost took place, except instead of racing him and Robotnik's laser dodging various spikes and roadblocks, you have to hit him 4 times while it's also in the format of a race of some sort. He appeared once again in Sonic 4 as a main boss and really hasn't had any major appearances outside of these games. Don't get me wrong, he also appeared as a playable character in the Mario and Sonic Olympic series, the Racing series, and others, but at least to me, Metal Sonic's bigger appearances were in Sonic CD, somewhat Knuckles Chaotix, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Generations, and Sonic 4. Outside of that, he's either been playable in multiplayer modes or spin-off titles, or as a boss in side games. We really haven't seen much of Metal Sonic being used as a big villain in a Sonic game for quite some time, especially one that has been received and structured decently. What makes Metal Sonic so popular is that, in a nutshell, he's essentially Shadow the Hedgehog before Shadow the Hedgehog. Despite being built to match Sonic in every aspect, Metal Sonic is still vastly different from the Blue Blur. Rather than being a fun-loving, cool, and carefree hedgehog, Metal Sonic is violent, aggressive, cold-hearted, and an intelligent killing machine with a large superiority complex. He's meant to be another one of Dr. Eggman's mindless robot slaves, but his AI allows him to make choices on his own, giving him a free will, while still being restricted to programming, and it's only aided Metal Sonic to fuel his dark desires to carry out his goals of destruction and domination, and allowed his programming more than once to evolve beyond what has been intended. Metal Sonic is usually quiet, emotionless, and can seem obedient to Eggman, when in truth he carries a deep desire of vengeance inside him, making him one of Sonic's more threatening foes. He's never one to talk or rant when facing an enemy, and instead he remains quiet and coldly serious, making him a silent killer in a literal sense. Metal Sonic's most dominating trait is his absolute hatred and obsession with his counterpart Sonic the Hedgehog. Being programmed with the sole purpose of surpassing and killing Sonic, Metal Sonic is completely obsessed with the belief that he is superior to Sonic in every way. Therefore, Metal Sonic's greatest desire is proving to Sonic that he's better than him in any field to eventually defeat him once and for all. Following Metal Sonic's acquiring a full self-independence in Sonic Heroes, the robot himself descended into madness through his hatred for Sonic, beginning to believe that he was the real Sonic and that the original Sonic was his copy. It was because of that obsession and superiority complex he believed in that to be the case. So obviously, Metal Sonic is one of the most dangerous beings ever created by Robotnik, and was the closest thing to come out of Robotnik's creations to beat Sonic the Hedgehog. His animosity towards Sonic, his vicious nature, his cold-blooded and secluded exterior, and sheer violence and destruction make him a popular villain in the Sonic series. The question of whether or not he'll appear in Sonic Mania is yet to be seen. Assuming Stardust Speedway is one of the stages to be reused and remixed in Sonic Mania, I can totally see that being the case, Metal Sonic appearing as a boss in Sonic Mania. Though as it stands as of now, the chances may honestly be on the smaller side. We rarely see Metal Sonic that much anymore in canonical Sonic games, and even then, he doesn't leave that big of an impact on the game itself. I doubt I'll be in Sonic Forces for that matter, but him appearing in Sonic Mania seems like a better possibility, especially to cash in on that nostalgia and to use him efficiently, and even more so if Stardust Speedway does make a comeback. As of now, his chances are somewhere along the lines of 30 to 70 and 40 to 60, so again, on the smaller side, not that big unless some circumstances come to pass, but I like to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Do you think Metal Sonic will appear in Sonic Mania, or even Sonic Forces? Are his chances good? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know down below. But thank you all for watching this little video, and be sure to stay tuned for more Sonic Mania videos and other content related to Sonic the Hedgehog. Stay super.